am William Shakespeare, and today I am telling you of the story of Banquo. Banquo is smart. I put him in the play to represent the two differences of him and Macbeth. I cleverly used the structure of my play to reveal, in the opening, two men of similar loyalty, friendship, and are both tempted by the witches, but choose different paths.
The instruments of darkness tell us truths.
However, Banquo realises it will end in betrayal, even though what the witches say is great. Macbeth, on the other hand, focuses on the witches' prophecies, and as we know, this ends foully for both Macbeth and Banquo. On the left, we can see a great battle beginning.
As sparrows' eagles are like cannons overcharged with double cracked.
I use imagery to present Banquo as strong, loyal, noble, determined, brave, violent, and intelligent.
Darkness tell us truth. Win us with honest trifles to betray in deepest consequence.
Banquo was suspicious of the witches. He knew to be cautious of their lies, but is still curious and tempted by what they say. In the second part of the play, Banquo begins to think about the witches a lot, and perhaps starts to believe their prophecies.
I dreamt last night of the my sisters.
Later on in this act, Banquo becomes very suspicious of Macbeth.
My bosom franchise and allegiance here I shall be counsel.
This shows that Banquo is noble and loyal to his king, as he won't betray him to help Macbeth. In Act 3 of the play, Banquo becomes perhaps envious of all the power Macbeth has. Although he is perhaps envious, he is suspicious of how he's become so powerful so quickly.
Thou hast it now, King Cawdor Glamis, all thou place most foully for it.
Welcome everyone. My name is William Shakespeare, although I'm sure you already all know that. Today, I will be explaining my genius to you all lesser talented individuals by explaining some of my most famous plays. Today, we will be focusing on Macbeth. Now, I try to give these lines a sense of pure aggression and lack of mercy. You'll notice I use the word smoke in order to emphasise the swiftness and ruthlessness which Macbeth is carving his way through the enemy lines. It suggests that he is slashing so quickly that his sword is smoking. In simpler terms for you all, this presents Macbeth as a fearless person in the face of danger, merciless and a brutal killer.
All hail Macbeth, that shalt be king hereafter.
Now, this is the first time which I unveiled the main event of the play. I tried to create a shroud of mystery around the line so that the audience remained doubtful and still questioned how this prediction would come true. Of course, only the intelligent view of you all can truly understand my work. Macbeth's descent into madness is hinted here due to how he is so taken by the witch's predictions.
As fluids go, Lady Macbeth is more inclined to murderous blood than nurturing milk. Beneath the fearless warrior that slices people in half, Macbeth is a morally good man. It was vital that the audience realise this, because it makes his downfall even more tragic, and is very important to how the plot unravels.
Is this a dagger I see before me?
This is clearly a turning point of the play, as this is the first time the audience will question Macbeth's state of mind, whether this is truly a dagger of the mind or whether it's in fact the witch's influence. The use of the dagger is foreshadowing what is to come next and allows the audience to speculate what Macbeth will do next. I wanted to present Macbeth as someone on the very brink of insanity here. It just gives the scene an extra bit of tension, and I knew you would love it.
I do repent me of my fury that I did kill them.
This is such a surprise to the characters in the play as well as the audience. The brave warrior that we saw at the start of the play returns just after Duncan has been murdered. Macbeth seems to have been possessed by the supernatural for him to have more blood on his conscience.
To be thus is nothing, but to be safely thus.
Macbeth is afraid of losing his power so bad that he can't even trust Lady Macbeth at this point in his life. His ambition has shoved all other thought out of his head, and he's fixed on the idea of being all powerful with no rivals.
We have scotched the snake, not killed it.
The snake that is Macbeth's enemy and former friend Banquo is still at large. It's injured, but Macbeth believes it will strike again. I thought that if I used the word scorch, it would add some fierceness to the action, as this is how Macbeth seems to be acting in the play at the moment. He's killed the king, ordered Banquo's death, and wants his son dead too. Who knows what he'll do next?
My name is William Shakespeare, and I'm here to tell you the story of how I presented the witches. To begin, here are a few words that I think best describe the witches.
Manipulative, ruthless, dark, corrupt, immoral, evil, wicked, malevolent, sinister.
Next, the three witches appear. I made these witches appear to add a supernatural effect in the play. This has been to emphasise that the play is omnious. And they are the most important characters in the play, as the entire play centres around their involvement.
Fair is foul and foul is fair, through the fog and filthy air.
Here I use pathetic fallacy to set an eerie scene. This shows the negative setting in my play. Here I've merely hinted at Macbeth's evilness even before the audience has met him.
All hail Macbeth, hail to thee, Thane of Worms. All hail Macbeth, hail to thee, King of Cawdor. All hail Macbeth, who shall be king hereafter.
This shows the witches making prophecies about Macbeth's future, the scene which I think is most important in the play. Their predictions are very positive for Macbeth, and this plants the seed of obsession for him in his mind. A few scenes later, when the Thane of Cawdor prediction comes true, Macbeth trusts the witches, and this puts him on his path to tyranny.